We were able to ask a few questions, but we believe there are some more interactions, etc., to be had, and that is why we've chosen to have all of us together as opposed to the partition, i.e. two groups. So this second session will be manned and controlled by a young gentleman, Jesse Ejapong, founder and CEO of African Consultancy. And then the second gentleman, you see, I, as one individual, I handle from morning to now. Can you imagine the second part needs two gentlemen? Please, you have to give me a round of applause. Hi. No, but on a more serious note, of course, because we had planned for two separate sessions, we obviously invited these wonderful gentlemen. So I'm handing it over to Jesse Ejapong, CEO and founder and CEO of African Consultancy. His face is very familiar, but we will not tell you where you know him from. And Patrice, my brother Patrice Lumumba. How are you? I don't want to say presenter on Viasat One because that's not even half of what you are. Self-made entrepreneur, failed a few times, still trying. Is that good? Patrice Amegashi? That's perfect. All right. So Jesse, handing over to you.
Please put your hands together for her. Anita has done a fantastic job, and I think it's been said here that the time for the woman is now. And so it's amazing she's handing over to us. It takes two men to do what one woman can do. And I think it happens in lots of homes. But I have a quick story to tell. During the coffee break, I had a little conversation with a lady. She's sitting right here. She said, years ago, when we were asking financiers and our parents for investment in our businesses, we were told to first come up with an idea which works. So anytime you spoke to any entrepreneur, he will say to you, the money is not the most important thing. It's the idea. In the past 2 years, we have seen young men and women ideating on lots of levels. And they went back to the same banks to go look for money. And what did the bank say? There's a cost to borrowing. So first you ask us for the idea, then we bought the idea, then you say there's a cost for borrowing, and then we have a barrier. She asked me the question, I said no, I don't have an answer. So in the second session, I will throw this particular question to all of them. Before I ask the question, it's been a very interesting morning. We started off with Dr. Otin Chesi. He told us a very quick story as to how you can come up with ideas. Inherent in his presentation was a very strong point on research, and he directed us to the CSIR. If you have funding and you want to do a business, you don't have any idea, you could go there. You could find someone who has an idea and invest behind it. It didn't end there. We moved on to speak to someone who told us how she survived within giants. Inherent in her story is David and Goliath. She started a small business, mindful of the fact that there were big businesses playing in the same industry. It did not perturb her. She fought on, worked very hard, and she told us that the key to she surviving was quality and doing the thing which was necessary for word of mouth to spread. Again, the story didn't end there. We moved on to someone who told us how to master the industry. For me, one of the things which was very striking in her presentation was who she started her business with. She didn't start by recruiting a CEO, executive director, or big post people. That's why when Anita was introducing me as CEO and founder, I was surprised. In my company, I have no title yet, but it's mine, so I just say I found it. She started with a secretary. She started with people who would make things work, the essentials. She didn't build titles. She built systems and processes before the title came. And I think that was not enough. We got the last one. Again, I'm going to start from where he ended off. He said that credibility is the most important thing, and your personal brand will take you places. His journey started with trust. In fact, he told us his successes before he told us his beginning. His beginning started with trust and investment. He paid his dues. Somebody recommended him based on trust. He got equity, and that equity sold him month in, month out, and out. So today we're here to sum up this story with all the questions that you have. Please put your hands together for all the four speakers. I would try, before we continue, we've got two amazing sponsors who have amazing gifts for us. So I'm speaking about Unilever Ghana and Ghana Yet Limited. Unilever is giving us 4 amazing hampers, and Ghana Yet is giving us 1 phone, 1 iron, and 1 kettle. Please, Messi, Patrice Amagashi, please join me here. Yasmin, please join me here. And if you dropped your call card anywhere else, can I have the call card basket? I think that I should be praying that Patrice will pick my name and he would make me great today. How many of us dropped call cards when we entered? How many of us put our call cards in there? How many of us?
It's not too late.
Trust me, it's not too late. You can give me your cards now, I'll put it inside. I have the platform now, so I can do you a favor. Yes. It's also interesting, this program has been brought to us by kind courtesy of all the sponsors who are on the screen behind me. GN Bank, Stanbic Bank, SMSGH, BNFT. Who else has a card? Okay. Okay. As we're waiting for the box, I'm going to go around. I'll pick a couple of people. And I'm just going to pick like 1 or 2 sentences from the people that I'll pick. I'm looking for your high point. 2 sentences. Boss, can I come to you first? So far, before the questions, what has been your high point?
Credibility today will pay tomorrow.
Credibility today will pay tomorrow. I could not agree more. Anybody else? Bossman, can I bother you small? 1 point.
Your name will take you places.
Your name will take you places. Credibility today will pay tomorrow. Is the basket ready? I'm still going. Yes. Any point? Any high point?
Focus.
Focus. I'm picking 3 more thoughts. This table.
Passion for what you do. Sorry. Passion for what you do.
Passion for what you do. I'm going to the back benches. Bossman, can I tease you out a little?
Saving in a lifetime 10% of what you have. That's what I have.
Saving in a lifetime 10% of what you have. Ishira, I know you're the host of the morning show on Joy 99.7 FM. Ishira, your thoughts?
I knew you'd do this. I think for me, one thing, integrity is the best currency. It'll buy you anything. And also that family is a critical part of real success. And for me, Mr. Kirubi, thanks very much, or Dr. Kirubi rather, that for me went right home.
Fantastic. Please put your hands together for them. So then again, the program is brought to you by IVET, is brought to you by GN Bank, Joy 99.7 FM, AGI, Nestle Ghana Limited, Joseph Moore, and every sponsor who's up there is extremely important to us. Can we have the ball? And then we can start quickly. So he's going to pick.
Oh, you want me to pick?
Yes, we'll probably just, so we can just rush it quickly. What do you want to do? Yes, so maybe we can have him pick. So the first one picked is not the ultimate prize. The ultimate prize will be the last one picked. We're picking 1, 2, 3. We're picking 7 actually.
7?
Yes.
Okay, so 1. Okay, and second one.
Sitting under the paper.
Yes. Another one. Sorry, another one.
That's my card coming up.
Oh, please.
Yes, so we have the 7, right? I hope you are arranging it all. 7?
Yes, 7.
Okay, great.
Okay. So is it in any order?
Yes, so from the bottom. So the first name that he would mention wins a kettle actually from Ghana here. Patrice, who's it?
Francis K. Amegavi of, is it Kajid Limited? Okay.
You are a late card dropper. So now you know the trick. When you go to the program, don't drop your card first. So please, you've won yourself a kettle. Can we present it? Super. Can you please join us here? The second card.
Amma Duncan, Executive Director of 360 Degrees Consulting.
Please put your hands together. Amma wins an iron, actually. Amma wins an iron. Thank you very much. We don't know who picked that, but we're fine. There's no EC here. We're okay. Thank you so much. The third person, interesting.
Yeah, Elikem Kwenye here.
Elikem Kwenye here. If he's not here, you know I can veto, right? So
Elikem asked me to pick the prize point.
Yeah, you and I were not there, so it's fine. So he'll be back. Okay, so Elikem is winning one phone from Ghana here. So as you're picking for him, you should maybe stay there and let's see how weird it is for the umpire to win. Thank you very much. Now to the hampers from Unilever. Apparently they're really amazing Unilever stuff. The first person is Akwesi Ochre. Akwesi Ochre. Akwesi Ochre.
Magic Tree Enterprise.
Magic Tree Enterprise. Interesting. I can't even see a title on the card. I like the card. I think it's super. That's the kind of card I want to have. Elikem is here for picture's sake. Yeah, let's. Okay.
You know.
All right. The next card.
No, Elikem is here.
Okay, so let's present. Let's present for Elikem quickly.
But 2 weeks ago, I lost my phone, so.
All right. The next hamper goes to Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson, if you're here, quickly. Charles Wilson. We're doing this quickly, so we can run. Charles Wilson, thank you very much. And then the next
one again.
goes to Francis.
Again.
No. Francis, no, I have to veto this one. Yeah. 2 times lucky. The next one goes to Emmanuel Kwame Awunyo, Managing Director, Geotech. Let me pick one. I'll pick the next one. And then the last one goes to Dan Deku, CEO of Saxton Ghana Limited. Dan Deku, CEO of Saxton Ghana Limited.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. CEO for Saxton Ghana Limited. Okay, so we're going to shoot straight quickly so we can have all our questions answered. So I'm going to ask the first question once they're done.